They say revenge is a dish best served cold, but sometimes it's best served at room temperature, in front of 200 wedding guests, with a microphone in your hand. My name is Sarah, and this is the story of how I exposed my best friend of 15 years as the snake she truly was. Rachel and I met in middle school. We were the outcasts who found each other. Me with my braces and comic book obsession, her with her thick classes and debate club dreams. We survived high school together, celebrated college acceptances together, and even moved to the same city after graduation. She was my person, the one I called at 2 a.m. when my first real boyfriend cheated, the one who held my hair back during food poisoning, the one I trusted with everything, which is why it hurt so much when I discovered what she'd been doing behind my back. It started small. Little things I noticed but brushed off. Comments to mutual friends that seemed off. "Oh, Sarah's still at that dead-end marketing job," she'd say with a sympathetic smile, even though I'd just gotten promoted. Poor thing, she tries so hard. Then there was the time she accidentally forgot to invite me to her birthday dinner, claiming she thought I was out of town. I wasn't. I saw the Instagram stories. But the real betrayal, that came 6 months ago. I'd been dating Marcus for 2 years. He was everything I'd ever wanted. Kind, funny, ambitious. We talked about marriage, kids, the whole future. Rachel always seemed supportive, always asked about him, always wanted to hear our plans. What I didn't know was that she was taking mental notes, creating a blueprint. The truth came out during girls' night at our friend Lisa's apartment. Rachel had too much wine, and Lisa's tongue got loose too. "I still can't believe what Rachel did with that promotion thing," Lisa slurred, then caught herself. Her eyes went wide. "What promotion thing?" I asked, my stomach already sinking. Lisa looked at Rachel, who suddenly seemed very interested in her phone. "Nothing, I misspoke." "Lisa," my voice was steel. "What promotion thing?" She cracked. "The creative director position at Morrison Agency, the one you applied for 3 months ago." My blood ran cold. I'd never heard back from Morrison. It was my dream job, and Rachel had helped me prep for the interview. She'd even driven me there for moral support. Rachel. She knew someone there, her cousin's boyfriend or something. She told them you weren't reliable, that you'd badmouthed the company culture, that you had commitment issues. The room spun. She got the job," Lisa whispered. "She starts next month." I looked at Rachel. My best friend, my sister in everything but blood. She couldn't meet my eyes. "Sarah, I can explain." "And Marcus?" The words tumbled out before I could stop them. Because suddenly, all those innocent questions about him made sense. All those times she'd shown up when we had plans. All those accidental run-ins. "What about Marcus?" Her voice was too high, too defensive. I stood up, my hands shaking. "Are you sleeping with him?" The silence was my answer. I left. Went straight to Marcus's apartment, found them both there the next night, confirming what my heart already knew. The betrayal was complete. But here's the thing about betrayal. It teaches you patience. It teaches you to wait, to plan, to smile when you want to scream. So I waited. Cut them both off completely, but I waited. Let them think I'd disappeared into my hurt. Let Rachel spin whatever story she wanted to our mutual friends. Let her and Marcus flaunt their new relationship on social media, boasting about how sometimes love finds you in unexpected places. And when you know, you know. I waited 6 months, until the save the date cards went out. They were getting married. A big, beautiful wedding at the Riverside Country Club. And because Rachel always had to win, always had to prove she was better, she made sure I got an invitation. A final twist of the knife. What she didn't expect was for me to RSVP yes. What she really didn't expect was for me to reach out tearfully and apologize, to tell her I missed my best friend, that I understood. Love was complicated. You couldn't help who you fell for, that I wanted to be there for her big day. Rachel ate it up. She always did love feeling superior. She graciously accepted my apology and even asked if I'd give a speech at the reception. For old time's sake, she said, you know me better than anyone. Yes, I did. The wedding day arrived. Rachel looked radiant in her $8,000 dress, which I knew cost exactly that because she'd made sure to mention it multiple times. The ceremony was beautiful. Marcus looked handsome, if a little nervous. I sat in the 5th row and smiled. The reception was even more elaborate. Crystal chandeliers, a live band, an ice sculpture. Rachel had invited everyone, college friends, work colleagues, extended family. Her new boss from Morrison Agency was there. The stage was set. When it came time for speeches, I stood up slowly, walked to the microphone with a champagne flute in one hand and my phone in the other. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah, and I've known Rachel for 15 years. We've been through everything together, heartbreaks, celebrations, secrets. I smiled at her. She smiled back, oblivious. When Rachel asked me to speak today, I knew I had to tell you all the truth about what kind of person she is. Her smile flickered. You see, Rachel is someone who goes after what she wants, no matter what. I pulled up my phone. Like when she wanted the creative director position at Morrison Agency, the one I was up for. She was so supportive, even drove me to the interview. I looked at her boss. What I didn't know was that she'd called ahead, told some interesting stories about me. All lies, of course, but creative ones. Have to admire the initiative, right? The room was getting uncomfortable. Rachel's face was turning red. Marcus grabbed her hand. But that's just Rachel being ambitious. Can't fault a girl for that. I took a sip of champagne. What about friendship? Well, Rachel's an interesting friend. The kind who comforts you through your breakups while secretly texting your boyfriend. The kind who helps you plan your future while plotting to steal it. I turned to Marcus. Tell me, Marcus, when exactly did you and Rachel start your little affair? Was it before or after you told me you loved me on our 2-year anniversary? I'm genuinely curious about the timeline. The room was dead silent now. Someone's fork clattered on a plate. But here's my favorite part. I pulled up my phone again. Rachel was so eager to win, so desperate to prove she'd traded up, that she forgot to delete some things. Like the text messages between her and Lisa, plotting the whole thing. Or the emails to Marcus with subject lines like, Sarah can't know yet, and just a little longer, baby. I connected my phone to the venue's AV system, a feature they'd bragged about during the planning, how modern and convenient it was. The screenshots appeared on the big screen behind me. Gasps rippled through the crowd. There it all was. Every calculation, every lie, every moment of betrayal documented in their own words. But I'm not here to ruin your wedding, Rachel. You already did that when you decided your happiness was worth more than 15 years of friendship. When you decided that taking what was mine was easier than earning your own. I raised my glass. So here's to the bride and groom. You two deserve each other. And if you can betray someone who loved you both, who trusted you completely, then I'm sure you'll have no problem trusting each other forever with no doubts, no worries that maybe, just maybe, someone who cheats with you might cheat on you. I downed my champagne, set the microphone back in its stand, and walked out. The explosion happened behind me. Shouting, chairs scraping, Rachel's mother's horrified voice, her boss from Morrison leaving quickly, the whispers that would follow them forever. I didn't look back. They got married anyway. Too much money spent, too much pride to swallow. But I heard things. How the Morrison agency suddenly found budget cuts necessary. How their friend group mysteriously got smaller. How they moved to another state for a fresh start. And me? I got my fresh start too. A better job at a better agency. New friends who actually had my back. The knowledge that sometimes the best revenge isn't planning their downfall. It's simply telling the truth and letting them fall all on their own. Rachel taught me a valuable lesson. Not about betrayal or friendship or love. She taught me that karma doesn't always need a push, but sometimes a little nudge at the right moment, with the right audience. That's not revenge, that's just honesty. And honestly, it felt amazing.